Hey, it's me, the guy who doesn't know how to use a lapel mic. Every coin has two sides, or for us nerds out there, a 1d2, which looks hilarious to me, but that's besides the point. M. Night Shyamalan's Split, and M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender, Star Wars The Clone Wars, and Star Wars The Christmas Special. Doom and Doom, Halo, and Halo, and Halo, and Halo. You get the picture. So for every good nostalgic GameCube game, there must come a bad nostalgic GameCube.
Here we go.
The year is 2001. Nintendo was hosting their annual Space World event. It was basically like Nintendo Direct, but back when we still banged rocks together to text. Nintendo was showcasing the recently revealed Gamer Orb and Gamer Girl Advanced, as well as some iconic games for them, like Mario Windshine and Zelda Sun Waker. There was also a dark announcement via screenshots of a new Mickey Mouse game that audiences assumed would be a platformer. Now, this was actually the last Space World event ever, and while official sources will tell you it was due to the lackluster reception of the Game Square itself, I believe it was due to the presence of this dark accursed game. Oh, I have the game this time. This is Disney's Magic Mirror starring Mickey Mouse, also known as Mickey Mouse no Fushigi no Kagami in Japan. That's not relevant, it was on the wiki. It's a game released in 2002 for the aforementioned Gamer Rhombus by Capcom. Now, technically it is a game, but in this case, I think they might have been using that word a little loosely. Since I had fun revisiting that Winnie the Pooh game, link in the description or in the corner. What? Who put that in the script? That's crazy. Get that out of here. I decided to check out another game I played as a kid. Now, this is one of those games that gives you really weird dreams that make you wake up at 3 a.m. in a cold sweat, short of breath. Hell, I had one of those dreams the night after I finished playing this damn thing. So, while Winnie the Pooh was a pretty good game that just wasn't made for older audiences, this game was made by Satan and is an affront to dog and all that is holy. Dog bless. So the plot is that Mickey Mouse, yeah, that's right, the Mickey Mouse, is in bed when his mirror comes to life with a YouTuber thumbnail background. This ghost, the YouTuber I presume, forces Mickey to fucking astral project and he follows the ghost into his prank video. Also, I think Mickey was going through a bit of a early 2000s emo phase. It's a little too much eyeliner for me, but pop off queen, slay. I'm not gonna lie. You might notice that up until now, the game has shared a similarity with the 1936 classic short, Through the Mirror. And that's where the similarities end. At the Through the Mirror part. So we're thrown into this Scooby-Doo-ass room and introduced to the controls. Or rather, the lack thereof, because it's a fucking point-and-click adventure. Yeah, you can't control Mickey. You control this little hand, and then you click on things with the hand, and Mickey will walk his slow ass over there. Beyond angered at this realization, I went the opposite way both times despite the hand. Now this game commits the biggest cardinal sin a game possibly could in my opinion, and it's also a core mechanic, and that's disabling your controller to show you some dumbass shit. This game loves taking your controller away from you. Like during this animation, when you open the second door, which is over 1.5 minutes long. Like, fuck, would it kill you to just put a skip button in there? Damn. Fuck, is the lore of Disney's Magic Mirror so important that I can't skip it? Is the lore that deep?
Is it Disney?
Honestly, about 75% of my time playing this game was just sitting and watching things happen. Also, Mickey does this weird Peter Griffin smile every 5 minutes, which is just fantastic. Anyways, we get this little star container, which, if you're familiar with Zelda, you get the idea. It increases the maximum number of stars we have. But the stars aren't health, since there's no combat, no enemies, no death, and no game over. They're actually tricks. They got Mickey turning tricks, huh? For example, in the toy room I picked up this witch doll, and it prompted me for a trick for 2 stars, which I accepted. The witch then shrank me down to hella small so that I could ride the train and then plug in the TV. If you ignore the prompt, nothing happens. So after the tutorial room, we come into the mirror room, where the ghost shatters the mirror into 12 pieces which shrink and fly around the map, trapping Mickey in this nightmare dimension.
Epic prank.
Thus, the main goal of the game is traversing this mansion in search of the mirror shards, and you have to collect these stars to perform tricks in order to progress along the way. It's a lot, I know, and this main menu tutorial doesn't explain it better either. One thing that's both really cool and really awful at the same time is the mansion itself. It's fucking massive. There are about 40 different rooms, and some make sense, like the TV room, the grand hall, and the kitchen, while others make absolutely no sense, like the piggy bank room, the fish room, and the, dungeon? Yeah, okay. Seriously, just trying to get from one room to another is a struggle, like trying to get to the B room and ending up in the T room, with he who caught the G flu needs some bean soup, well he will be soon, but his genes knew got. So while it's cool to have this labyrinth of actually pretty solid looking rooms, it also sucks because you have to go around the entire house a million times and there's no easy way to get from one room to the other. And when you pair that with the testicle twisting controls and the 12-second long door opening animations, it makes for a pretty dog water experience. This game is also absolutely terrifying, and for no good reason at all. Like, what the fuck? So while the map itself actually looks pretty good, the animations themselves, and Mickey in particular, all look like they were made in Gmod. Mickey doesn't have any transitions between his animations, and his default pose in cutscenes is just an A pose. The audio is no better. There's this one track that loops almost everywhere you go, and Mickey has like 3 voice lines total.
Hot G.
Did I mention no dialogue? Not to mention just how fucking convoluted this game is. So much so that halfway through, I had to pull up a walkthrough just to get certain items. Like, one of the mirror shards is in this cave. Yes, there's a cave in the mansion, but you can't see it or obtain it unless you get the flashlight, which is all the way across the mansion in this random-ass toy bin that I happened to miss searching through. Or sometimes you'll piece things together, like when I plugged in this TV and then later in the game I found a remote. So I took the remote back to the newly plugged in TV and I used it on it, which unlocked a minigame, which didn't help me progress or give me anything at all. It was just the minigame to play for fun. So the main gameplay loop is just blindly exploring the mansion, clicking on literally everything you can and using tricks wherever you can. You replenish your stars by picking them up from around the map, and I don't know if this was a bug, but there were like 4 rooms total that ever had stars. Like to the point where I had to run across the map to the room, grind out stars, and then run back to where I was to progress. Most of the time, these tricks are super unintuitive. Like here where you just shove Mickey into a closet, which knocks down a key, or here where you try to shove Mickey in a closet and he fucking backflips over you and you get put in the closet. I don't know, man. There are also hidden collectibles that you can find around the map, and some are stupid easy, like this Donald plush that's just sitting on the couch over here, and some are just fucking stupid, like having to dig through this toy box 3 times in order to get Pluto's collar. I followed this 100% guide completely. I checked everything off the list 3 times. I made sure I got all the mirror shards, all the collectibles, all the star upgrades. I did all the tricks, I did all the I did everything that was on this walkthrough, and I only ended up with 82%. No, I will not be going back for the 18%. You can suck my dick. Also, I'm confused about the mansion. See, I never referred to it as Mickey's since I don't think it's his. See, the bedroom that Mickey was sleeping in at the beginning of the game is not in the mansion at all. That's not one of the rooms in the mansion. And also in the grand hall, there's this random carving of a guy that I don't... Who's that? Who are you? Why am I in your house? Did you do this? So after getting over the awful controls, the huge confusing map, and the convoluted steps to completion, we have all the mirror shards, and the ghost is... Oh, sad I'm leaving. No. No, don't make me sad. Fuck. Oh, man, now I feel bad. Not bad enough to keep playing this shit. Later.
First off, fuck your bitch and the click you claim. West side when we ride, come
Overall, this game sucks. There's 7 minigames that you can play, but they're about as basic and minimalist as they possibly could be. And aside from that, the gameplay is terrible. This style of gameplay where you're just sitting and watching things happen could really only appeal to a small child, and even then, they wouldn't be able to comprehend the complex inner machinations of this dogless mess. It really doesn't have any redeeming qualities and was overall a total drag and complete bummer. If I could Men in Black mind wipe this thing from my brain, I would. But Santa's not real, or at the very least he got shot down by the Alaskan military artillery. Those damn AAC and their Talos missiles, man. Woo! Did y'all see that? That was smooth as fuck. You know what? That's part. The year is 2001. Nintendo was hosting. What do I do with my hands, man? My toe still hurts from stuffing it. Annual Space World event here in Japan. Not here in Japan. More in Japan. How's it looking, Alex? Right on, man. No, that's not. It's unfortunate. Rank and fly around the map. Trapping mirror. Oh my god. Trapping